Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of World of Warcraft, The Legend of Berndahl. We are in Lochmadon at Alga Station, helping out Mountaineer Stormpike and Scout Dorley here. Let's see what they have for us.
Here there.
Who's in charge here? Dorley's filled me in on this crazy Trog slave operation the kobolds have going, and if you hadn't talked to her about it yet, I suggest you do. I'd like to get to the bottom of this. Literally, whoever's running this show is bound to be at the bottom of the mine, calling the shots, and I want them dealt with. Find whatever crafty bugger is directing the geomancers and diggers and bring me back their head. Okay. And the Silver Stream mine to the east ran dry long ago. It was converted by the Miners' League into a storage depot, but now the kobolds have moved in, putting their filthy paws on good dwarven tools. We'll root out these vermin soon enough, but the League wants someone to get their gear out of the mine before we warriors tromp in there and break things. It'll be a tough delve. You might want cohorts at your side. The gear is stored in the Miners' League crates throughout the mine. Good luck. Okay. Scout Dorley. I found out what those rats are up to. There's so many of them outside because they've got trogs digging for them in the mine. The tunnel rat geomancers figured out some kind of parlor trick to control the trogs as creatures of the earth or some such. Fascinating, but not something we want them to practice. Take out those geomancers right away.
Safe travels.
Okay, so we're going to the Silver Stream mine. And it doesn't seem like they're too terribly concerned about like actually saving the trogs. They just don't want the kobolds to be able to control them. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Let us get this copper ore. Looks on the map like the mine is to the north, so we'll try to head on up there. Yep, there we go. There's one of those geomancers now. Let's see if we can sneak past him. Aha! Splint. Uh-oh. I need to be careful with that power now that it affects other people nearby. Because it looks like the trogs won't attack me otherwise. Come here, guys. What is he hitting me with? Okay, let's see. Did I just pass by? Nah. Thought I might have missed some ore along the way, but nope. No such luck. Okay, so we got all of the geomancers we need, but something tells me we're going to end up killing a lot more to get all these supplies out. Then we got to find out whoever's in charge. Feels weird going around and having trogs not attack me.
I'm out of range.
Oh, it's a gnoll that's in charge. Ah. Interesting. So the kobolds are working for a gnoll. Who are then enslaving trogs. Yeah, it's definitely not a good sign when all these groups that you fight start working together. Ah, and a treasure chest. What was that? Blood-splattered gloves of the eagle. A pioneer tunic of the owl. Unfortunately, as fancy as these things sound, they are not better than what I'm currently using. Oh well. Let's see. And we have everything. So they mentioned in the when they handed me the, or when they offered me the job, that I might need a group in here, but yeah, that was pretty easy. I wonder what level are these guys? So these guys are like level 12. And the kobolds, they're about level 12 also. And these guys are 13 and I'm 16, so yeah. So another thing I've noticed is going back and playing through these beginning levels is so when World of Warcraft first came out 12, 13 years ago, I guess, you know, there was just World of Warcraft. You'd get up to level 60 and then they started adding expansions. Sorry. They started adding some expansions. They added Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, and then Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, and now Legion. And so now you can get up to level 110. And, you know, with them adding a new expansion every 2 years and adding new content and adding, you know, better content and better looking content, you know, people didn't want to go and spend, you know, months leveling up to level 60 just so they could start experiencing some of the newer content. And so as a result, they went and started, I don't know if they just boosted how much experience you get for things, or if they, you know, like if there's a flat experience bonus or something. But anyway, as a result, you level up a lot faster than you used to. And they redid a lot of these quests in Cataclysm, a lot of the beginning areas, but there's still been several expansions since then. So anyway, that's a very long-winded way of saying that as a result, if you, let's see, selling stuff here, if you are playing through the content, you know, playing through the beginning areas, and you're doing all the quest lines and you're not skipping anything, you will tend to start getting higher level than the content. Which, I mean, in some ways that's interesting, because it means that when you hit some of these group quests where you would normally need some help, you can probably do them on your own because you're higher level than you would be otherwise. But one potential downside to that is eventually you're going to end up in an area where the quests are really, really easy and they're not that challenging at all. And then you have a choice. You can either continue to do the quests that are going to be easy. You're going to start not getting quite as much experience, or if you're really unlucky, you'll start getting no experience for them. Or you can start skipping ahead and skipping whole stories. What I may change my mind, but what I'm planning on doing is I'll probably play through all of Lochmadon here, help them with everything that's going on, and then we may end up skipping a whole area and going to a harder area so that we can, in case things are getting too easy. But a nasty exploit. I'm sure that only worked because the trogs aren't bright to begin with. But then again, us dwarves were once creatures of the earth as well. Being bossed around by a kobold doesn't sound quite dignified, and I'm glad we didn't get to find out if they could pull that off.
See you soon.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. I don't suppose it was Moira down there. Miracles do happen. Ooh. That's a gnoll's head. Are you trying to pull some funny business, Berndahl? If you're not, I've not the faintest idea what's going on here. Hey, I thought it was weird too. I need you to take this back to Mountaineer Cathedral. Show it to him and tell him the nasty critters around here might have got some kind of get-together. Deliver Foreman Sharp Sneer's head to Mountaineer Cathedral. And yes, I do have the Miner's Guild gear. Did you see a lot of kobolds in there? The thought of their grimy hands clawing around our mine makes my stomach rumble. Take that.
Off with you.
And we are level 17. Look at that. Oh, that's a much better cloak than what we had before. Okay. And it looks like we are just heading back to Thelsamar, where I have a Hearthstone. So we will just take an actual shortcut there. And we are back in Thelsamar. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we need anything in here. Let's see. Here we go. Mountaineer Cathedral. I have a gnoll head for you. Gnolls and kobolds and trogs, oh my. I'd laugh if I didn't have another twist in the story for you. So we've got trogs working for kobolds, and kobolds working for gnolls. The gnolls must have moved in from the wetlands. How do I know? Well, they brought friends, because what's left of the loch is swarming of bluegill murlocs that were never there before. Pests are pests, but this coordination is worrying. I need you to talk to Canterbury Caskshot. She's one of the best hunters in these parts, and she'll know how to handle the murlocs if you can pull her away from her bug long enough.
Safe travels.
Yeah, we saw her back in the inn. But first, let's go and... Okay, I thought the road was up there, but I was wrong. So, we'll take a shortcut.
Hi.
I rest easier knowing one of those lumbering things won't be wandering into my bedroom at night again. Thanks much.
See you soon.
Okay. Let's see, I got a gunsmith. Let's go and hit this anvil while we're at it. Do some smelting. If we can get our mining up to 50, I think I can go and talk to the mining trainer and level it up. But, oh, there we go. Mining 50. But smelting copper is green, so it's going to be slow going. At least while we're just smelting copper. Okay. And let's see. We have some sharpening stones, some weight stones. Still have this coarse sharpening stone. Let's go ahead and make 2 more of these. So we got 5 of each. And make a bunch of copper bracers. I need to keep an eye out for a blacksmith trainer in the hopes that we can learn something a little bit more challenging, because it is going to be rough going if all we can do is make a bunch of bracers that we won't actually ever use. So let's see.
Your feet on the ground.
I don't suppose those sharpening stones. Let's see what happens if we make some more of these as well, just for leveling up purposes. Because they do only take one slot. Ah, they've already gone green. I don't currently have any other need for this stone though, so it's just good for leveling things up. Okay, real quick, I want to check back here. Okay, tailoring supplies. Yeah, I thought I saw the mining trainer over here. So,
What's on your mind?
can you teach me to smelt bronze, smelt tin, and journeyman miner? Alright.
Watch your back.
And do we have a blacksmith trainer in here? Maybe. Probably not, but got mining supplies. Oh well. Maybe the next time we're back in Iron Forge, go and check out for a blacksmith trainer. Yeah. Okay, so now we're off to talk to Cannery Cask Shot. Although why she would ever shoot a cask is beyond me. Seems messed up. Hey, Cannery. Let's see.
Great to meet you.
Murlocs? Sure, I've hunted murlocs, and every single stinking one of them deserve what they got, you hear me? Murlocs working with gnolls, that's a laugh. Now just killing them won't get you anywhere, too many of the buggers. But I've got a plan using the old noggin. See, those murlocs, they have the smell, and get that smell on stuff, and when another murloc smells them, they go crazy, makes great bait for them. Anyway, they've got little glands that have that smell in them. You go and get me a bunch of those.
Watch your
That
back.
sounds like a horrible, horrible quest. Now, while you're running around, whatever the heck it is you do, would you mind helping me out a bit? See, I usually go hunting crocolisks down in the loch, but given certain circumstances, I'd rather sit right now. That's funny. Mighty polite of you not to give me grief over it, thanks. So seeing as you're here, seeing as how you're such a gentleman, why don't you bring me back some crocolisk jaws, and I'll give you some mostly clean money in return.
Safe travels.
Okay. That was quite the offer. Okay. Oh, and another thing from Mountaineer Cadril.
What can I do for you?
When the Stone Rot Dam burst, it drained nearly the entire loch. Horrible ecological devastation. And don't you go thinking it didn't really affect us dwarves. Not only are we plumb out of fish, but there's acres of dead threshodons out there left to rot in the sun. The buzzards are after them, and they're spreading all manner of filth and disease right on the outskirts of town. I can't ask you to clean it all up, but could you deal with the buzzards? Killing even just a few will help.
Be good.
Sure. Also, we've got this list of spy locations. Western Lockdock, Grizzlepod Den, Shanda's Lair, Ironband Cubby, Mogrash's Skull Idol, and Grove and the Lock. There's supposed to be caches for the Dark Iron spies in those places, so we're going to keep an eye out for them. I might actually forget about them. It's actually kind of a nice change of pace when you've got not necessarily a quest, but you've got something to do where everything isn't all marked on the map. I mean, it's certainly convenient to have everything marked on the map so you don't spend a lot of time just wandering around, because if you've seen my past videos, you know I have a tendency to get lost. But it is nice to have to keep an eye on other things. Anyway, so we've got some fishing supplies and a fishing trainer. I don't think I'm going to do any fishing, but it's nice to see you guys. Let's see, we need some Murloc scent glands, which still sounds like an awful quest to me. Especially killing Murlocs so close to all these little Murlocs. Sounds awful. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm really glad that didn't spread and hit all the other little ones. Hey, you. Let's see, where are we? Wow. About one shot. What is this? Age Royal.
Too far away.
For herbalists. Oh, let's see. One of these places. Western Lock Dock. Is there a dock here? This looks like a Western Lock. I do not see anything that looks like a dock, but we'll keep an eye out.
I'm out of range. I need a target.
Okay.
I don't have a target.
Looks like there's some ore up here. And maybe if we climb up, we can actually get a better look over this lock and see if there's any... I don't see anything that looks like a dock out there. One other thing we might be doing soon is I'm collecting quite a bit of stuff up here. I don't see anything that really stands out to me as being super valuable, but we're going to want to hit the auction house soon in the hopes that we can sell some of this stuff. When we hit level 20, we'll be able to get a mount, but the mounts, if I remember correctly, the mount itself is 1 or 2 gold, and then riding actually costs a few gold also. I think it's like 5 or 6 gold total, and we currently only have about 2.5. And I really want to get riding as soon as possible, because it will make going from quest to quest much faster. Also, I mentioned in a previous video some of the benefits of reputation, which you can see here. I went and read up on it to see what the breakpoints really were. And it turns out that at each level of reputation, you get discounts with that faction. So let's see here. So I'm friendly with all of these alliance factions, so I believe that is a 5% discount on anything I buy at their towns. I'm honored with Nomergon and Ironforge, so that gives me a 10% discount. If I can get to Revered with Ironforge, which I'm getting very close on, that's a 15% discount. So that'll be 15% off of that few gold that I need. So if I'm close when I hit level 20, it might be worth it just to go ahead and quest until I get to Revered and then go buy those things. Especially if I'm not sure I have enough money. Okay, so that's enough. That's enough murlocs. So now we're killing buzzards and crocolisks. And he was not kidding about the dead Threshodons, was he?
I'm out of range.
Wow, they are everywhere.
I need to get closer.
Come here. You dang crocolisk. Okay, I am not finding a lot of intact crocolisk jaws. But we are almost done on buzzards. Man, they are just all over the place. Alrighty.
Too far away.
So we need 2 more buzzards and 3 more crocolisk jaws. I'm still trying to keep an eye out for a dock. The Western Lock Dock. So I will bet you anything this is the Western Dock. Or Lock. So the place was drained. So I suppose it's possible the dock's not actually in the water anymore. But not. So I'm going to look in the water first, but kind of look around the water if I can't find it there. Okay.
Too far away.
There's a lot of fishing here. Okay.
I'm out of range.
One more. There we go. Okay, did he just hit that crocodile after it was long dead? I think he might have. Okay. Get some more copper. And yeah, still no signs of that. Still no signs of a dock. Got some hostile flies. Some hornets. Ooh, what is that? The Modon monster. That might be... You know what? Normally elites are best to be avoided, but I'm curious to see how tough Berndahl is here. If you see the gold dragon around the portrait of anything, or you notice that when you hover over it, it says it's elite, that usually means that it's significantly tougher than anything else or other monsters, and you probably shouldn't try to tackle it alone, but let's find out if that's the case here. I mean, we got healing. We got, like, really... Oh, man. We are a mighty paladin. Surely we can handle this. Let's stun him? Stun him? Oh, crap, I'm almost dead. Wow, this guy's tougher than I thought he'd be. Use a potion. Oh. And Berndahl dies for the first time. Yeah, he was a little bit too much for me. Okay, so when you die, you get to release your spirit, and your ghost... you get to come back as a ghost, and you go back to your body, and you can resurrect yourself. So, yeah, there's no permanent death in World of Warcraft. In fact, you can't actually. Death is just temporary, so. Oh, and ghosts can conveniently run on water. That's nice to know. So you have to get near your body, and I don't want to be too close to this Odon monster because he's already proven that he's tougher than I am. Because when you do actually resurrect, you are not at full health. And even at full health, I couldn't take him. Oh, well. Oh, more murlocs. I could probably take you at not full health, though. So the only downside to dying is the time it takes you to run back and get your body, and your equipment will take some damage when that happens. So let's take a look. So like my breastplate here is taking a little bit of durability damage, so is all my other equipment. So that'll cost me a few copper pieces to repair when I get back into town, but it was worth a try. Okay, I'm still not seeing anything here that looks like a dock. Well, let's read the thing. Okay, so it says, Western Lock Dock. Northeast of Thelsamar, there is a small dwelling and a dock that are utilized by dwarves on occasion. Okay, so northeast of Thelsamar. Oh, so it's that right there. Oh, it was that fishing hut. Oh, okay, well, we'll hit that on the way back. But let's read some more about it. Store the package in a watertight container under the dock out of sight. Drop-offs and pickups from this location should occur only at night as to reduce risk of being witnessed by fishermen in the area. Okay, so in a watertight container under the dock. Yeah, I didn't actually see a dock, but okay, so yeah, for future reference, I may be a little bit higher level than some of the creatures in this area, but not higher level than the Modon monster. Fatal Sting. Oof. Well, as we've learned, death is just temporary, so Fatal Sting, not that scary. Okay, we're just gonna cut across the dock unless the Madon monster is right here. Oh, which he is. Surely no. I was going to say surely I could swim faster than him, but then surely I could beat him in combat, so let's just let him go. Let's just leave him be. And once he's passed, then we will carefully swim. Carefully swim past him. Maybe in a level or two we'll come back and try again. Oh, did I kill that frog? Ah, that's so bad. That is the downside to this ranged attack I have, is that it hits other creatures nearby, even ones I don't necessarily want to kill. Even ones that you don't even normally have to fight. But, okay, so we know there is a package under this dock here. Right? There's a package under here? Maybe? Ah, There's something. Aha. This document bears the Explorer League's crest and seems to detail potential dig sites along Berndahl. Sooty smudges lead you to believe it was likely stolen by Dark Iron spies. Alright. Okay. So we found that one. Next one's Grizzlepaw Den, Shanda's Lair, Ironband Cubby, Mogrash, Skull Idol, and Grove of the Lock. That doesn't sound like any places we've been yet. Okay. Hey, you guys, you might want to keep an eye out for some Dark Iron spies. Maybe shut your door at night. Should probably go tell the guards in town about them too. You know, don't want to... You know, if they think that the fishermen found these, they might go and take it out on them, and I don't want that happening. So, Torn Squarejaw. I found something of yours, sir.
What's on your mind?
Look at that, you found one of them stolen documents. We're obliged for its return. Hopefully a bit of gold will suit your fancy for a finder's fee.
What's your beck?
Bit of gold, and then he gives me silver. I may not be the best miner ever, but I can tell the difference between gold and silver. What do we got up here? Shaman trainer, herbalism trainer. Yeah. Nope. Everything is down here. Cannery, cask shot. That was disgusting. Now, don't you stink to high hell. I'm assuming it's because of all the murlocs, but it's hard to tell. Very nice. Phew, ain't that a stench. Now prepare yourself, because I'm about to wow you with what's left of my mental faculties. Alright now, just shut your gob and let me talk, because here's the plan. Those gnolls and murlocs are liable to be meeting out there somewhere, so you take this clever plant disguise of mine, and you wear it and look like a plant. Then you sneak up on them and you throw this scent pheromone you gathered on the moss hides standing with the murlocs. Then the murlocs will flip their spit, and the moss hides will think twice about trying to work with these crazy little buggers. Use the clever plant disguise and sneak up on the moss hide representative. That sounds hilarious. And a load of croc. So did you get those crocolisk things, or did I make that up? Mighty kind of you to help an old fool like me. Here's your reward as promised and all. Nice. And we've reached level 18. Ah, we've received Divine Shield. Let's see what that does. Protects you from all damage and spells for 8 seconds. Cannot be used if you have forbearance. Causes forbearance for 30 seconds. Okay. Pretty sure that forbearance will look, but that might just be a fancy way of saying you can't use this power again for a few seconds. Let's see. Okay, immune to all attacks and spells. That's nice. And forbearance cannot be affected by divine shields, hand of protection, or lay on hands. Okay. Oh, and it looks like the cooldown's even longer than 30 seconds. Oh, it's 5 minutes. Wow. Still. That is a nice oh crap button. Okay, so oh, and I never finished off the buzzards. Oops. Let's go do that right now. Yep, sure would be nice to have a mount about now. Oh, who is that? Whitefin. Oh, it's a unique murloc. Well, I might not be able to take out the Madon monster, but I can certainly take him out. He has cadet leggings of the gorilla. What is that? They're not as good as what I have, but that might be worth selling. Oh, and my bags are getting kind of full. Ice cold milk. It's still, I still find it disturbing when you deal with some nasty monster and it's carrying ice cold milk. I mean, it is not cold out here. Not entirely sure how that works. I guess they could keep it in the lock, but that's pretty gross too. Okay, so let's see how many of these guys we can evade. Well, let's take out the buzzards first, and then we'll take care of the gnoll and murloc situation. Okay. Hey, you. Ta. Okay, so that is 8 buzzards. Let's go to... Okay, now I have a clever plant disguise in here somewhere, don't I? There we go. Oh, sweet, she gave me some stout, potent murloc pheromones. Okay. Well, we definitely want to use those. And I want to use my clever plant disguise. Oh, look at that. Nobody will ever see me coming. Oh no, I'm not a dwarven paladin. I'm just a plant. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Okay, so I select the gnoll, and we're going to tag him with some... Nope. We're going to tag him with some murloc pheromones. What happens? What was that? And what the heck is that smell? Why are you all looking at me like that? You'll regret this. This is your only chance, you fishy fools. Arg, curse your sudden yet inevitable betrayal. Oh. Wow. Okay, that's what happens when you try to work with murlocs there. Okay. And I can use this clever plant disguise to get to a safe spot so I can Hearthstone back to Thelsmar. Wish I could keep this permanently. This is like the closest thing to stealth I've had all game. Hey there. Cannery cask shot.
Talk to me.
Worked like a charm, didn't it? Maybe Cadril will get off my darn back now that with me saving the whole town and all. I suppose you've earned yourself some proper goods.
Watch your back.
Okay. And off to... Mountaineer Cadril.
Great to meet you.
That should help prevent disease and illness from spreading into our remaining water. Many thanks,
See you
Berndahl.
soon.
Alright. Wow. And that actually leaves me with no quests. No exclamation points, no question marks. Oh my gosh, what do I do next? Well, I'm going to do what a proper dwarf does when he has nothing else to do, and I'm going to pull up by the bar and I'm going to drink some ale. Let's see, I just got a skin of dwarven stout. Well, this has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've enjoyed it a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.